time of the fourth estate. What brings us here is an issue that not ought to have been here in the first place. The Ramji brothers, the three brothers, bought a parcel of land from NSSF some years back. The same piece of land had been earmarked by Mombasa Cement. This matter went before the ELC, the tussle over the ownership. The ELC court determined the matter. There was an appeal. The Court of Appeal affirmed that the Ramji brothers were the lawful owners of this parcel of land in question. The Mombasa Cement went to the Supreme Court. In fact, the Supreme Court did not admit the matter, killing it essentially and affirming the ownership of that particular piece of land, the Ramji brothers. Mombasa Cement sought to address their grievances through a criminal process now that they had lost through a civil land process. They summoned the Ramji brothers with the view of prosecuting them. We went to Kiambu High Court for judicial review and we got the stay orders staying the arrest, investigation and prosecution in relation to all things relating to that particular piece of land. Unfortunately, the court in Kiambu did not grant the orders in the judicial review as we had requested. But we were able to go to the Court of Appeal and stay the decision of the High Court in Kiambu and come back to where we were, that the court had said the Ramji brothers should not be arrested, detained or prosecuted in relation to the parcel of land that is forming the subject matter of this particular case. That matter was stayed before the Honorable Ben Ehobi, the senior principal magistrate, where the three brothers were to be charged. By the way, they were never charged because the Court of Appeal stayed charged. After several months, and with the view of intimidating, blackmailing, harassing, and embarrassing the Ramji brothers, the DCI arrests the three brothers on Friday at about 10 a.m. while they were at their business premises in town. They bring them in court to charge them over the same issues that the court has stayed, the Superior Court or the Court of Appeal has stayed, and where the Chief Magistrate's Court, Honorable Hobe, also, while respecting the decision of the Court of Appeal, stayed the intended charging of the three brothers. But this time they go to a different court with the same charge sheet, and we argued to block it because it's a complete abuse of the process. So today we were expecting a ruling that has come out, with the court agreeing with us, quashing the charge sheet in its entirety as an abuse of process, as an illegal enterprise, and we are grateful to the court for standing out and defending the law. Even if these three brothers have no one else to defend them, the law of this country defends them. The advocates, as we are here to defend their rights and to defend them. We want to call upon the DPP and the DCI to just obey the Constitution. We don't ask them to strain and do other things. If they are to obey the letter and the spirit of the Constitution, then we're going to have a very, very fair trial. We're going to have a fair process where people like our clients here will not be dragged into court. Their photos taken, circulated, rumors circulated around them, reputational damages. But we have remedies that my learned seniors will address. My learned senior Orenge has said he will not be addressing, and therefore hand over to my learned senior Nelson.